Okay, so here we are at the start of day 3. So far it's already been a bad morning. This is the 3rd time I've tried to take video. I got here this morning, ate my breakfast, went over to the tractor display, was gonna start doing over there where we started yesterday, and got about 30 seconds of video taken. Camera started flashing an SD card error. It's like, what the shit? Hopefully, I was hoping it was just like dust or something on the contact, so I shut the camera off, yanked the batteries, popped the SD card in and out, put it back together. 30 seconds of video, started flashing SD card error. Well, shit, so I had to walk all the way back to the camper to grab this time I grabbed 2 SD cards. This is the one I've been using. I had some more space left on it, so I went back to it. Hopefully the other one I grabbed is still good. But anyway, I'm gonna try to get some more static stuff. I'm gonna do both sides of the runway today. I was gonna do the rest of the main display, but when I walked back in, it was closer to come to this stuff, so. 180 to 200 horsepower, 1947. You were big timing it with that bastard. And that is start on gas, run on diesel. So anyway, I'm gonna try to get, I want to get some combining video today, because that's about the last major thing that I haven't got any video of. And it's gonna be a busy day. We got some stuff planned with a couple tractors, and I got the meet and greet thing this afternoon, which was poor planning on my part. I should have put it a little earlier, but you'll have that. But regardless, we're gonna try to speed run some of this static tractor display. And I'll try to get the rest finished up or polished up in the morning. Because tomorrow, probably about noonish local time here, we're probably going to start getting packed up. Get home at a decent time, get everything unloaded. This OMC real quick. Okay, we'll buzz this side of the runway real quick. End up down by the deer tent. This is a sweet old International. Nope, lied, Diamond T. Thought it was International when I walked by the other day. That's even rarer. This is most of the group I came down with. Laura's 820, Ron's Cummins conversion, Richard's M, Tyler's 4320, Mark's 1086, and Matt's 3020 power shift. That's the one we were spreading manure with. And then this, hopefully I can get some shots of this thing running. This is a first generation Kinsey folding planter. These are the frames he was building that caused the lawsuit with Deere. But they take it out there and make planter marks with it, show how it works. They don't obviously plant anything. But I have seen video of that thing running, and you get these idiots. Is he actually planting any seed? No, it's a tractor show. And it's the end of August. Plano 45. Really nice tee. Makes me want to get the new rear rubber on mine. The trifecta of 1655s. You got the green one, you got the red one, and then you got the yellow one. And we have a first aid station located here at the north end of the corner. I'd like to thank John Deere 60 mechanical front. It works. Watch pictures of the guy building it. But it seems like it only works, or it's only timed to work in 1 or 2 gears. It doesn't work in all of them. Well, it works in all of them, but it's not timed to the rear wheels in all of them, so you can only use it in a couple. Pretty sure it's only 1 gear. Nice close-up of Big Glory. The camera does not do justice to how big this thing is. That flag is freaking huge. It's 60 by 120. It's the size of a pole barn. You got the Rantoul famous 110 case that we saw plowing yesterday. This guy is a 80. lot. That a Keck Gonnerman?
Yeah. How you doing this morning?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Well,
Another big old Keck. Made right down in Mount Vernon, Indiana. This one and that one. And is that a Keck thrashing machine or is that a Red River? That is a... I cannot read the tag. Looks like it says Heart. Maybe we can get a little, oh, right there. Nope, it's a Keck Gonnerman. Man, they got the whole set up there. Hart Par 1630 we saw yesterday. This looks like it might be a Parrot. Possibly. I don't know. There's no lettering on it. This one looks like a fairly fresh restoration. I wonder if they ain't got it lettered up yet. But that looks an awful lot like a... Oh, nope, Lacrosse. Right there. Never heard of that one. Cute little Russell. I think they had a segment on Classic Tractor Fever about this exact tractor. You had to be a skinny little guy to fit in there. That tractor's built for me. Oil pull. What model are we? His thingy's gone. These are made in LaPorte, Indiana, not too far from me. What would later become the LaPorte Alice Chalmers Works. Oh, there's this thing. What is it? 28 oil pull 4060 model Z. I think is what that said. Altman Taylor 3060 round radiator. The king of the prairie right there, boys. Alice HD9. I love these round radiator Altman Taylors. They just look cool. Pulling a white plow. And this old girl is all original. She is the definition of a survivor. Just look at the wear on the pinion and the bowl gears. She lived a working life, but she lived a good life to stay in that kind of shape. Steiger. We'll probably see that one tomorrow in the static display. HD5, little 271 Jimmy, I think. Yep, that's two banger. 271 Detroit. 2 cylinders pulling 5 bottoms. That's all in the gearing. Alice Model K. D6 Cat. what model Avery we got. I'm gonna guess it's at least 60 horse. Yeah, it might be 40 horse. No papers. I'm not up on my Prairie Tractor models info, but man, I love these things. I know the names, I don't know the numbers. Big 4. This one was on Classic Tractor Fever. Sawyer Massey, this one's out of Canada.
Oh, absolutely.
A baby Big 4 with an automatic plow guide. You drop that wheel in the furrow and follow the furrow and turn your front wheels. Holt track layer, what would soon become the Caterpillar after the merger with Best. 1912 Holt Model 60. Oh, that's cool. Been in the family since new. Original bill of sale. Shipped to Weston Station. $2,820. $750 in cash. March 15th, 1914. Agrees to pay as follows. March, I wonder if they ordered it in March or took delivery. Apparently I had to pay that much by March 15th, 1914 or on day of shipment. So apparently it must have been leftover stock if it's a 1912. And they made $750 cash and then 3 $690 payments. That's neat. Case 4072. This one's been on Classic Tractor Fever. This thing is a horse. You gotta be here to listen to this big bastard. This thing sounds mean. Biggest of the cross motors. Pioneer, they were struggling with this thing yesterday. It wasn't running right. I think they're having carburetor issues. Reeves Emerson Branningham, 40 horser. Minneapolis 3570. That's 35 drawbar, 70 belt horsepower for those of you that don't know how the numbers work. Smaller numbers always a drawbar horsepower. And another Minneapolis. What would later become the Twin City, which would later become Minneapolis Moline. After and we'll get this little McCormick 91 real quick, see where we're at for time. Might go buzz the John Deere tent real quick to get that out of the way, so all I got left to worry about tomorrow is over here. Oh, she's for sale, boys. 8-foot head with Hume reel, good tires. There's your number. Actually a clean little combine. They steer like a zero-turn lawnmower for any of you that have never seen one run. They got 2 levers on them. You steer it like a zero-turn. Great for opening fields. They sucked in the mud. I guess they were terrible in the mud. But if you didn't farm a whole lot, needed a nice small compact combine, this was your animal. All right, we're gonna get the deers out of the way. So it's still only 8:30. I'm actually doing pretty good for getting shit videoed for having to waste an hour walking back to the camper and getting a different SIM card and all that bullshit. It seems like I remember reading this axle arrangement had something to do with cotton or vegetables. I can't remember, but it's a really, really, really narrow wide front. And then your outside wheels tracked, you straddled your row here, the inside wheels tracked 2 rows or a row, and then you ran a row on either side of the front end, and then you straddled it with the rear end. $5.30, $4.30, $3.30. Where's your $4.35? I'm gonna kind of speed run the, oh, okay, so you straddled 1 row and then you had 2 rows either side of the front axle. Makes sense. Guess we should have looked at the planner. We're gonna kind of speed run these deers. Well, speed run the rest of the static display to kind of cut down on the length of time. Synchro power shift. Synchro. They clear coated over the rust on that one. Not 100% sure how I feel about it, but I guess it's kind of neat in a way. This one is literally inner work clothes. There's the 435. $70.20, $84.30. Dang golf cart's in the way. $46.20, $5.20. I don't need to be saying the model numbers, you guys can read them. I'm sure there's people gonna be pissed because I didn't stop and look at a particular piece of equipment. Well, A, if you want to see it that much, bring your own ass down here. And B, if I stopped and looked at everything, people bitch about how long the videos are, so. Which people are probably already going to be bitching about how long the videos are. Nice little 40 square back. I'll always stop for the combines though. I like combines. I don't care what color they are. I like combines. 50 LP, 530 LP, 80/20. This one got the fully mounted. I think this is fully mounted. Yeah, this is the fully mounted 8 bottom, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, fully mounted 8 bottom. When they pick that plow up, you better watch for power lines. That was the plow built specifically for the 80/10, 80/20. And then you got this interesting conglomeration of a tandem. It's 2 Gs. A farmer near Henry, Illinois made 2 of these power units. Grew seed corn and he needed more power to plow real deep. But hell, 2 Gs, they're what? Close to, you're probably looking at 80 horse between the two, because I think a G is about 40 horse. A straight G. Tandem 730, a standard pulling a row crop. One of Renner's 80/20s. Pretty sure it's one of Renner's 80/20s. I think they run a two-way plow with one of them. .40/20 diesel Wheatland. 3010. What's going on with the tie rods? Oh, that's neat. It's a planter hitch. Goes underneath the field elevator to a drawbar, and then these support the drawbar. That's neat. Bet it sucked doing your end rows with that setup. .70 with what I'm assuming is something for, it's a ditching plow. My guess is it's something to do with making rice paddies or draining rice fields, one of the two. It's a good way to do this. 43/20, 40/20, 46/20. This is the one that drove in the other day. That's a 40 round back. Another G 30/20 with a rollover plow. .60, 50 G 1010 AR. Nix 4010 A B. .4010 M&W pan. No turbo, just pan. 40/20 high crop, and this thing looks weird. It's on 30 or 18/430s. That just seemed kind of like a weird tire option for a high crop to me. Most of them you see are on 34s or 38s because, you know, high crop things. .320V. Go ahead. .820, 40/20, 43/20 Wheatland, 40/20. Pretty sharp 42/30 narrow front, open station. And we'll hit up the 60/30s and the 50/20s real quick. That's the only yellow 6030 ever built. Last serial number 6030 ever built. First 6030 ever built. Alright, try to hurry up and get this done. I'm kind of leery about filling up this SD card just in case the other one I got doesn't fucking work either. It gets harder to video this stuff in this area as the day goes on because you get more and more dang people in the way. So I try to get it done early, but just wasn't having none of that today. Girl's a survivor.
Alright, I didn't mean to stop right there. You guys could have kept going. I got John's phone number.
Homemade high crop. If you didn't think a B looked small before, take all the tires and wheels off and just set the chassis on stilts. That looks like a small tractor other than it being tall. 734 high cycle sprayer. Waterloo Boy Model N. Alright, last row of static tractors for today's video. Oh, in case you ever wonder why I think deer people are crazy, that's $18,500 for a 4010. Just a 4010. Not even a 4020, just a 4010. That's why deer people are crazy. $13,900 for a 3020. Just a 3020. They built thousands of them. Hell, you could go buy a red one. Get twice the horsepower for that kind of money. You could buy a decent 1066 for that kind of money. .12A combine, Model 30 combine. 12A's got a sacker. Unstyled A with a Model 25 mounted picker. I could not even imagine. I bet these pickers sold, well, I bet the deer didn't sell many of these pickers to begin with because of the conglomeration there, but I bet they sold a lot of tractors to put them on and off of. Well, this is interesting. John Deere 95 rice field combine with a 4-row, 2-row head. I've seen pictures of these heads, didn't know any of them still existed. Instead of taking the time to build a 4-row head, Deere just made an adapter to run 2 2-row heads side by side. That's interesting. Probably not too many, well, A, probably not too many 95 rice specials around, and B, probably not too many than 410 4-row corn heads around. Turbo. I don't think that's factory. But then I'd buy way too much dumb shit because I could haul it. So here's the big deal I told you about. And it's a 1966 Wagner WA-17. One of only 5 built from the factory with a 318 Detroit. We put it on Jake's disc. First work on a fresh overhauled engine. It's got like an hour on it. He plugged it. Situated on the Wagner, it's disking over here a lot better. And just to satisfy all your Detroit needs, we got the right coming past here, so while Tyler's down there making his turn, we'll get this guy. And holy shit, I found a hole with no golf carts. My name's Ricky Bobby, and if you don't like Detroits, then fuck you. Take that thing for a couple rounds here in a little bit, so we'll get some video inside of it. with the Wagner. Mark wanted to take my disc for a few rounds with his 10 since he didn't have anything to pull with it. We'll see how he does with singles. Oh, he's sissy. He's already going into disc ground. Well, we're just passing the tools around today. I did not get to run that Wagner. They blew something on there. Something cracked or is leaking on the hydraulic pump pretty profusely. So we switched the disc over to Jason Steiger. I am gonna get to run that here in a little bit. And then Laura wanted to run my disc on her 820, so she's actually being a man and coming out and working the plowed part. In this ground, 16-foot disc with 20-inch blades might be a bit much for an 820. It'd be a lot happier on a 14-foot with that size blade. But it's doing it. She can't bury it to the spools like I was doing, but she's doing it. Give her one more pass here. I'll go over and watch Jason for a second. And I promised this guy in his case I'd get him on video. Well, apparently she's done already. That's no fun. All right. Tyler's going to take it out. We'll get one more shot of her going. And by her, I'm referring to the tractor. Obviously. Although this day and age, you never know. Sorry for the occasional video shake. Walking over plowed ground sucks. Daggum golf cart. Jake's uncle up there. We're trying to talk him into buying one. Keep going. 1 round only gets your taste buds wet. 2 rounds sells it. Well, unfortunately, I think me and the old 1955 are out for the rest of the weekend. Thank God it's Saturday afternoon, so probably wouldn't do a whole lot tomorrow anyway, but Jake's uncle got done running this thing. I was standing there talking to him and happened to look down, and I noticed something dripping underneath the frame, and I panicked and ran over, started looking, and traced it up and looked up the side of the block and saw the back of the head was wet, and I was like, fuck, we blew a head gasket. Looked up a little further. Damn fuel return tee must have cracked. It's leaking out of that fuel tee, the one on number 6 there. So, which, I mean, they've got paint on them, so they've been in there 9 years, 9 or 10 years, which that's out of them rubber return tees. That's a pretty good lifespan because the manifold heat basically cooks them. So it still runs. I can get it on the trailer. I just ain't gonna use it because I don't want to catch it on fire. And it goes through fuel pretty quick when you got that return line leaking. So I guess we're done discing, but we'll still see what else we can get into here. Well, just got done with a little meet and greet. We had probably, I think 6-7 people showed up there, which I bet all said and done, when everything was going on during this week, I bet I've met well over 100 people. Probably, shit, I bet close to 200 people. There's been a lot of people here every day. But so anyway, I'm going to, since I can't run the 19 anymore because those because that fuel tee cracked. I mean, it'll run, I just ain't gonna use it in the field because I don't want to catch it on fire. I like to get it up on the trailer and call it good. But I'm gonna go get the truck dropped off the trailer real quick, run into town, fuel it up, get it hooked back up, so first thing in the morning I can get loaded back up. And I guess tomorrow's video is probably just going to consist of, we'll finish up this area of the tractor display, and maybe catch a couple of last field demos, get loaded up, and as much as I don't want to leave, probably head out of here about noon. Probably about noon their time, get me back home at a decent time so I get everything unloaded and get ready to go to work Monday night. So anyway, I guess that's it for this one, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.